You're watching 48 Fastcast.
Welcome into our 48 Fastcast. Thanks for hanging with us. Not a bad start to our day, but some storms on the way, Eric.
Some storms this afternoon after a pretty great stretch of weather so far this work week. We've got temperatures warming up. We hit 90 yesterday in Huntsville. That is our first official 90-degree high temperature that we have seen so far in 2025. I know you've already hit 90 out in the Shoals earlier this year, but temperatures today will be just shy of average. Average high is 89. We're forecasting 88, but with the increased humidity, that mugginess that you feel as soon as you step outside this morning, the heat index will feel like 94 to 97. We've got more mid-80s coming for Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. What we'll be tracking, though, isolated pop-up showers and storms today. These will be more general, just air mass type thunderstorms. Should be scattered as we go through Friday afternoon, and then unfortunately portions of your Father's Day weekend. Both Saturday and Sunday, we are looking at some potential showers and storms. Won't be a washout of a weekend, I promise you that. A little bit of fog there in DeKalb County as well as Middle Tennessee. Quick check of temperatures out the door in the upper 60s to low 70s. Gina?
This is your 48 First Alert Road Report, sponsored by Bankston Motorhomes.
All right, we do have a crash on indicators. This is Alabama 20. It's affecting both directions on 12th Avenue, but really doesn't seem to be causing delays, at least not where that crash is exactly located. 565 eastbound, seeing some slowdowns. You are down to about 30 miles per hour in some areas. There's some stop and go traffic in our typical slow spot as you are approaching Toyota Field. Drive times right now, Decatur to Huntsville about 24 minutes. Athens to Huntsville about 28. Jury deliberations are expected to continue this morning in the attempted murder trial of Brian Mann. The Morgan County chiropractor is accused of purposely poisoning his wife with lead. Deliberations started yesterday afternoon following closing arguments. Over the last 2 days, prosecutors called a total of 7 witnesses. The defense rested without calling any. One of the people who testified was the Hartselle police chief. The department started investigating the case in 2022, but the chief says he still has not been able to find a forensic scientist to contest the lead. We will have a crew at the courtroom today, so stay with us for the latest details. The manslaughter trial of a former Red Bay daycare employee will pick back up today. Peyton Gann is charged in connection with the death of 4-month-old Autumn Wells. Madison McAlpin, who was also charged with manslaughter, took the stand yesterday after taking a plea deal. McAlpin testified that on the day Autumn died, Gann allowed her to step out to take a phone call. McAlpin claims Gann decided to leave the room as well. When the two came back into the room, Autumn was dead. The Franklin County medical examiner testified the evidence points to Autumn dying from asphyxiation. The examiner said Autumn had likely been dead by at least 2 hours by the time she arrived at the hospital. Gann is accused of leaving Autumn on a pillow unattended for a long period of time. Franklin County investigators also believe she told other employees to say Autumn died in a swing. A Marshall County man accused of child sex crimes has been found guilty. That verdict came down yesterday. Mario Plasencia was found guilty of traveling to meet a child for an unlawful sex act and electronic solicitation of a child. Albertville detectives testified yesterday saying Plasencia was trying to meet with who he thought was a 15-year-old. Authorities did stop him. Albertville police worked with Covenant Rescue Group to catch him. He is set to be sentenced on August 4th. He faces up to life in prison. Florence police are looking for a man who they consider armed and dangerous. Blake Barkley is wanted in connection with a violent assault in Iron City, Tennessee. The Wayne County Sheriff's Office believes he beat up a man outside a restaurant. Barkley was seen in Florence on Tuesday, and when authorities tried to catch him, they say he sped off. They were not able to catch up with him. He was recently released from prison, so if you do see him, call 911. Millions of people visited Madison County last year. We tell you what's bringing people to the area next. Almost 4 million people visited Madison County last year. That's according to a recent report from the Alabama Tourism Department. Those visitors had a big impact on the economy, a $2.4 billion impact to be exact. Madison County was visited more than almost any other county in the state last year. After seeing a 15% rise in tourism in 2023, the numbers went up again last year. Charles Winters with the Madison County Convention and Visitors Bureau says people are visiting this area because of the variety of attractions. Winters also says the increase in tourism is working to improve the quality of life for local residents.
It's very satisfying to see the numbers. I've been here quite some time, and our area has continued to grow, and the quality of life here has continued to increase. So that serves as a very important base for visitors.
Winters hopes some upcoming concerts and other events will lead to more foot traffic. Next month, the Orion is holding a Mumford & Sons concert. There will also be a celebration for the 65th anniversary of the Marshall Space Flight Center in July.
Now, your first alert weather with meteorologist Eric Burke.
Who wouldn't want to come hang out with us here? We love where we live, that's for sure. All right. More humidity today with high temperatures warming into the mid to upper 80s. When you factor in the dew point, your feels like temperature probably 94 to 97 degrees as we go through the afternoon. Expecting some pop-up showers and storms. Same thing tomorrow. Probably more heat and humidity. Peak heat index could be in the mid to upper 90s. Might even briefly see triple digits. That is before we see more scattered storms for your Friday. This is future radar for today. A mix of sun and clouds as early as lunchtime into that early afternoon. The hottest, most humid part of the day. We'll be tracking those isolated showers and storms. Not necessarily talking about a threat of severe storms, but some of these storms can be stronger as we go through Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Father's Day, Sunday. Expecting some heavy rain, frequent lightning, and brief gusty winds that are typical sometimes when these storms start to collapse. So hot, humid stretch. It is almost officially summer. This is what we typically see in June. Doesn't mean we have to like it, but that's what we're dealt and that's what we get.
All right. Thank you, Eric. Thank you for watching. Have a great day.